So in Parashat Matot, the pasuk says, "Henhena hayu livnei Yisrael b'dvar Bilam limsor ma'al b'Hashem al dvar peor v'tiyah megifa b'adat Adonai." Pasuk here says that the reason why Am Yisrael committed this terrible sin of immorality was the daughters of Midian. It's because his terrible advice that he told Balak, the Jewish people hate immorality, so maybe you should start trying to try in that direction, and he succeeded. But what's interesting is that when we learn about the story, the beginning of Pinchas, the end of the story of Balak, we don't really mention that it was because Balak. Is not that it happened that they were close to the Midianites and they started to commit these terrible sins. It doesn't mention that Bilam was involved, and in fact he gave this advice to Balak. So Rav Zaks learns from here something fascinating. He says that when a person is doing something wrong, you should not blame others, right? Take the responsibility. Don't play the victim. You did something wrong, take the responsibility. Even there's some other people that gave you this bad advice, but at the end of the day, you have to use your own brain, and you have to think what's right, and you have to know what the difference between right and wrong. You learn in Parashat Bereshit, Adam v'Chava, right? And the snake, it's because the snake, it's because Aisha She'ataimadi, this woman. No, you should blame yourself because you have the free will, and you have the power to decide to listen or not to listen. Only later on, we learn that Bilam was involved. But initially, the very beginning, one should take responsibility for what he did. And if you would just say, Bilam gave this advice and Be'echem is not, then people say, Am Yisrael, they commit the sin, but it was a terrible... No, it's not about that, it's about you. Then later on, we mentioned that the other people Bilam was involved. But from the very beginning, one needs to take responsibility for his actions.